Today we are going to learn about dashboard development in OBI 11g, which is very important in OBI. So till now, we have done with the individual reports, which we placed into a catalog folder path, and now we are going to start working with a dashboard development. So a dashboard is something like a space where we display all our OBI reports for customer. That means, like, we can say it's a space where we are going to display all our OBI reports. Simply, if you see any Yahoo page or some page, so that we'll have on the left side we'll be having advertisements, on the down we can see promotions, on the top you can see news and all scrolling, onto the right side we are seeing login ID and password, right? The same way, we want to make the things use in real time in such a way, this individual reports which we placed into catalog, that individual report should be displayed for the customer. So in any project, we can build a number of dashboards. And I'll give you easy understanding here. If you want to develop one dashboard, what we need to have is one dashboard should have a page, at least one page. On that page we need to have a column, and on this column we need to have a section. Under that section we can place a report. Now here, how we can develop in general scenario. A project can have a number of dashboards, and each dashboard can have a number of pages, and each page can have a number of columns, and each column can have a number of sections, and each section can have a number of reports. Like this, if we want to display one report, we'll have a dashboard. On that we'll have a page, on that we'll have a column, under that column we'll have a section, under that section we'll display a report. This is how it will work in real time. Now, in order to start building with the OBI dashboard, first we need to start with our OBI services. For that we are going to start all programs here, and I am clicking on Oracle Business Intelligence, Start BI Services. Let's wait. Once the services get started, we'll start working with the OBI dashboard development. our services got started and it opened a page where we can log in here and select WebLogic user ID and password to log in for development of dashboard building. Here for this, once we log in here, for building a new dashboard, first we need to go to new. First we need to go to new. There we can see a dashboard. We need to select a dashboard. Here we need to provide a name for our dashboard. We'll provide name as training. And we can see location there. Location is the space in which folder you want to save this dashboard. We need to select our training folder, which we already saved all our reports. There we can see training dashboards. From last it will be the second one. We can see training dashboards, and once we click OK, so it will open a dashboard creation page. As I told you, in any project we can have n number of dashboards, and in n number of dashboards you can have n number of pages. On any page you can have n number of columns. Under that you can place n number of sections. Under each section you can place n number of reports. This is how you can build any dashboard development in real time. Here we can see training is one dashboard started, and on that we are having a page 1. First we will try to place a column into the page 1. For that I am selecting from the left side. We'll drag and drop column into that white space. Column is placed. Under that we need to place a section. We'll drag and drop a section into column. So column and a section is ready. Now under this section we need to place a report. For that we'll go to the down. There we can see catalog, and we'll expand that. We'll expand our training. Here first I want to place an table format reports. First I am selecting table with brand total. Once I save this, here on top we'll have an option save button to save this dashboard report which we are placing under this column and section, and under the page 1 to save once we need to save it. If not, before saving, if you want to preview your dashboard, you can click preview button, so which shows you the preview. This is how your table will be displayed on your dashboard. So here first of all I'll save this one. Once you click run, then you can see in a section dashboard, and your report will be displayed like this. You are under a training dashboard. On the page 1 you are having this report, and these sections can be minimizable. That means you can minimize these sections and maximize these sections in real time. These sections can be minimized and these sections can be maximized. Depending on the requirement we can do it. Now if I go to the corner of the dashboard training, I can select edit dashboard. So once we click edit dashboard, here we can add one more section, and we can add 2 reports in a single section also. But I want to add another report here, so I am selecting, expanding this training, and I am selecting here one more report. Grand total. Now you see, once we click save, this one will be saved, and we'll run it. Once we run it, you can see first report in the first section can be minimizable, and the second report we can see. This one is, in the first report only brand wise subtotal is there. In the second report we are having year also subtotal. This is how whatever the individual reports we built, we can place it into pages of your dashboard. So here we understood a dashboard can be built with n number of pages. On n number of pages we can create n number of reports display. That means on a single page you can display 100 reports also into the sections. Let us assume our client want another requirement saying that I need two sections. In single section, he wants to replace two reports side by side. How we can do it? For that, the second, once again I'll go to corner here and I will click edit dashboard, so that dashboard properties will be edited. Now in the second report, I am selecting here, now I'll select this two. It is showing, if I go to corner, we can see it is showing with vertical layout as if now. I want to make it horizontal, that means side by side. So now once I save it and click run, you can see the second section, once we minimize, we can see it's showing side by side. This is how we can arrange a reporting solution for the customer. So whenever customer wants some visualization to be displayed, this is the way normally we will be selecting the reports from the catalog folder path, and we are going to display it to the customer. And this is how we can any report onto the dashboard, creating a page, on that page creating a column, under that section will be going to be get placed with the reports. Let us make some other pages with different reports display. We are having so many reports in our catalog. Now here first we are having tabular format reports, and the next we are having pivot, and next we are having different views, graph views, line bars and all. Next we are having conditional formatting. Like this we are having different views available in our reporting catalog. Now we will place another page need to be created here. How we'll create a new page in OBI 11G dashboards? For that we'll go to edit dashboard here. Once we click on edit dashboard, there we can see a plus symbol, that is page creation. So once we click on it, we can add a new dashboard page. This page we want to provide a name with pivot table reports page. Pivot table reports page. If I click OK, and we'll have once again white space. Now we'll add a column into this white space. From the left side we'll add a column, and we will add a section. Into that section we'll expand from the catalog down, from the shared folder, from the left side catalog down, we'll expand training, and into this I want pivot table report. Pivot table 1 can be added into section, and I will add one more report into the same. I will add one more section into this column. Yeah, in this section I want to display 3 reports. So I will add first pivot table 1 brand section, and into the same section I will add brand section. Yeah, one more report I will add there. Yes. Now if I save it and run it, and I can see 2 pages. Customer can view 2 pages. Now he can see, we can scroll it towards the right. From the down, scroller is available. We can scroll it. Okay, but normally we will not get this kind of requirement like scrolling and all. Normally it will be 1 or 2 reports which fits the screen. They will be asking us to promote it here. Now we can see there first page is available. Once we click on to the left side corner, first page 1, we can see there with table view reports, but it is showing page 1, right? Let us change the page name also. How we can change? For that, right side corner drop down list will edit the dashboard. Right side corner small hover will be there. In that we'll click on edit dashboard. Once we click on edit dashboard, we want to edit a page, right? Where we created a page plus symbol, just beside that we'll have a small hover, small drop down list. Not the delete, just beside that delete we'll have one more option. Yeah, in this tools we'll select dashboard properties. Here we can see page 1 down. First we'll select page 1, not hide. We'll just select the page, and on the top we can see small icons. In that we can see rename option. Just above the show add to briefing book heading, we can see a small icon, rename, first icon. Just above show add to briefing book, we can see a small first icon is rename. We'll select rename and we will remove page 1, give it as table prompt reports page. Table reports page. Once we click OK, we can move that dashboard properties page little bit upward and we can click OK. From top we can move it up. From top we can move it up. Top little bit. Yeah, we can move it up and we can click OK down. OK, click OK. So page is created. Now we'll save it. Now you can see, once we click run, you can see there table report page is showing, as well as pivot table report page. Customer wants to see a result analysis in a table view, he will be selecting the table reports page. Customer wants to view the reports into pivot table reports page, he will be selecting the pivot table report page. So like this, in our organization, let us assume it's an Toyota. Toyota will have so many manufacturing units. Like we'll have, whenever a customer wants to log into the Toyota site and he wants to analyze which model, they will create four pages. One is hatchbacks, one is sedans, and other one is SUVs. So under hatchbacks, what are the models are available with Toyota? And next, under the sedans, what are the models available in Toyota? And next it is SUVs, what are the models? So that which gives a clear understanding for an end user who doesn't know anything about the data. He can just click on that dashboard page and he can see the analysis, how the analysis is working, and he can analyze how the things going fine, whether it is going fine, how the things are working in real time and all. He can easily analyze the things. So here now I want to take another page need to be created here. For that, once again I'll go to edit dashboards, edit dashboard, edit dashboard. At the corner we can see a drop down list, edit dashboard, edit dashboard, and we'll be selecting new page. We'll add one more page. There we can see plus symbol in green, where we will add a new page. Plus symbol in green, we'll add a new page. We'll give it as graph reports page. Now we'll click OK, and here in this graph reports page I want to add a column and I want to add a section. In that I want to display 2 sections, 3 sections. We can add and we can display all the graph reports which are available into these sections. You can accommodate from the shared folders, you can browse it from the shared folders, and you can accommodate it onto the sections which are available there. Where we can see graph reports by so many graph reports, so we can accommodate accordingly. And other one is not the we can expand this one to view the once you save it, this one is saved. Now I want to add one more page with saying view selector and column selector. We will add column selectors and view selectors into new page. View selector and column selector page. And here we will add Now onto view selector and column, under view selector we will add the view selector. First we will add a column and section, into that we will add the view selector. And we will save it, and we will add one more page, that is column selector. Into that column selector page we will add column selector reports. That means here I am just trying to create for one kind of reporting views. I am adding one more page here. Like this, in real time, there we can add with weekly reports as well as monthly reports, onto weekly reports onto weekly page and monthly reports onto monthly page. Here I want to add column selector. Column selector 2 and column selector 3 also. We'll save it, and we'll create one more page, conditional formats. Once we click OK, conditional formats, we can add conditional formatting reports into this. Now conditional formatting 2 also we are adding into this, and here we'll save it, and we'll add one more page, action links. Now we'll save it and run it. Now you can see all the pages which we have developed, all the reports here onto one page. So you can see the action links, like you can see the conditional formats, and you can see the column selectors where customer can directly log in and select his columns. You can select the columns there and you can change it. You can select the columns here and we can change it. This is the same way customer will be playing with the columns, with the column selector. Like this, he can go to the view selector and he can change his views, whichever view he wants to view the result. Like he can select graph in the view selector, he can select the graphs. In the graph report page, he can view, he can click play button so that it will play. If we scroll down and see, there different types of charts are available. That means like we can see the pie chart as well as other different types of analysis and layouts are available. It's all depends on to the customer requirement, how visually he wants to see the result. So all the reports will make the reports available for the customer onto the dashboard pages, and customer can log into the dashboard and he can select the results and he can view it and he can run the reports and he can see the results. Next we are going to select with pivot table report page. Next here we can see how the pivot table looks, different types of analysis, customer revenue pivot table, so how the grand totals are available. Like this we can see different types of analysis within the pivot table. Like a customer can have different types of analysis or a reporting solutions reports created for him into the catalog folder path, and from there we can drag and drop it and we can select and display it onto the dashboards. Let us assume we have a requirement saying that we are having an view selector. So customer wants, whenever he selects some view, he want to export it to the PDF or Excel file or somewhere. That means once he views this result, he want to export this thing to some PDF or some Excel or some other file, whichever he wants to export. How we can provide him the best solution for exporting links? This is one very important thing when it comes to any project, whatever project we are working on, and the project definitely will be having a requirement. Customer will be asking us saying that once he selects the result, he wants that result to be exported to Excel or PDF or some file, and he will be sending across the organization if he wants to send to his employees. How we can achieve it in OBI to making that section a particular report provided with a linking? So for this we'll go to edit dashboard. Here in this drop down list we can see page report links. Once we select page report links, first we can select edit. If we want to provide a specific user edit option, we can provide, or we can provide print. First we need to select here page report links, customize, and we can select refresh, export, print. So let's see how this one will display for the customer. Once we click on run button, in this view selector, let us assume he selected graph 2 or graph 3.